When we wrap our arms around another person, we show them that we care. A human embrace surrounds us with hope in our times of need. It gives us the strength to go on. In the spirit of hope, the employees of HCR ManorCare established the Hug Fund in 2005. And this year, the Hug Fund celebrates 5 years of caring, 5 years of touching lives, 5 years of providing hope. This year, the Hug Fund celebrates 5 years of heroes. It is because of heroes that the Hug Fund has been able to widen its embrace. Each year, through your generous donations, we have been able to provide more grants and increasing levels of financial support for employees who are facing some of life's most challenging moments. It is because of heroes that the Hug Fund has been able to provide more than $1 million of financial assistance to over 1,000 HCR ManorCare employees in their times of need. It is because of heroes that we are able to share these stories of hope.
When I was approached about doing a story for the Hug Fund campaign, I was hesitant at first. I didn't want the story to be all about me, my struggles, my battle, my journey. I wanted to make sure that telling my story would serve the purpose of convincing all HCR ManorCare employees that the Hug Fund is changing lives and giving hope.
My daughter was full of life. She had just graduated from high school and was enjoying her last summer days before college. She had a job at a daycare. She was so excited for the future.
My son was compassionate. He loved children and really valued people. He was staying with his grandmother close to the university where he went to school and wanted to become a teacher. It was his dream. He was tutoring students in the neighborhood for free and was the father of a beautiful baby boy. He had plans for a bright future.
In 2003, I was diagnosed with breast cancer that over the course of the next 7 years has spread to my spine, my leg, and my hip. I recently had to have surgery to stabilize the bones in my leg to keep it from fracturing, a side effect of radiation. While I was in the hospital, they found traces of cancer on my liver. As a hospice social worker, I'm trained to empathize and try to imagine all the thoughts and feelings of our patients. Now, I really understand what they're going through.
We received a call telling us that our daughter had been in a horrible accident. She was alive, but her injuries were severe. Broken nose, eye socket, sinus cavity, broken bones in her arm and hand. She lost her index finger and had to endure skin grafts. She was in a coma, and the doctor said her neck wouldn't heal for at least a year. She's gone through 7 surgeries and numerous medical procedures. It was all so hard on her. It was unimaginable.
We got the call on Saturday morning. It was a call that changed our lives forever. Our son had been shot. He was rushed to surgery with a head injury and a gunshot wound. We later learned that my son had been the victim of a robbery. He had been beaten and shot in the back as he tried to run away. My beautiful 19-year-old son was placed on life support after surgery. He never woke up. We never said goodbye.
My battle with cancer drained my entire life savings, exhausted all my medical leave, and I was just trying to keep up with my medical bills and keep my home from going into foreclosure.
My daughter didn't have any insurance at the time of the accident, and her medical bills were piling up. I had missed so much work to care for her, but she still needed help bathing, getting dressed, brushing her teeth. My teenage son needed someone to take care of him too. My husband helped out as much as he could. It was all too much. Our daughter was hurt. Bills were piling up. The money wasn't coming in. It was a disaster.
Because my son was a student, we were responsible for his medical bills. Those bills, plus paying for the funeral and the time I had to take off work to grieve, it created so much financial stress for our family. We really needed help. The Hug Fund gave us just what we needed.
I've been with Heartland for 12 years, and I love it. Through it all, the chemotherapy, the radiation, the fear, I continue to work. It's the company I work for that really makes the difference. As far as I'm concerned, the Hug Fund is just the cherry on top of the cupcake. Because of the Hug Fund, I can focus on recovering and preparing for the next phase of my battle instead of worrying about my mortgage.
You just never know when something like this will happen. I don't know how we would have paid for my daughter's therapy, medications, and our household bills all at the same time. The Hug Fund was there to help my family. It was there when I needed it the most.
I had to say goodbye to my beautiful son. Nothing can take that pain away, but the Hug Fund was there to help me through.
At one point during the Hug Fund campaign, I thought, how can I spare anything struggling like I am? But I decided to donate $1 a week. And now it's come back to me tenfold.
The giving part is easy. You don't even miss the money, and you have the satisfaction of knowing you are helping somebody. Please donate to Hug Fund. You never know what luck is going to hand you from day to day.
Knowing what I know now, I realize how important it is that we continue supporting the Hug Fund so that any other families, regardless of whatever tragedies they may be facing, can get the help they need. It's so humbling to be a part of an organization where people step up and wrap their arms around you and give you the strength that you need in the darkest hours of your life.
It's that old adage, if everybody puts a little in the bucket, sooner or later the bucket will fill up. There is no contribution too small. Now I'm ready to start another round of chemo, and I'm going to beat this cancer. I'm still willing to play the game and run the bases. I might be crawling to base, but I'm still in the game.
Following the earthquake in Haiti this January, we know that tragedy does not discriminate. Tragedy can strike anyone at any moment, and this tragedy has hit close to home. It has touched the lives of hundreds of HCR ManorCare employees whose family and friends were lost, injured, or without homes as a result of the earthquake. In response to this devastating disaster, the Hug Fund has helped numerous employees whose families were affected. The Hug Fund also provided funding for a medical relief trip to deliver much-needed supplies to health clinics in Haiti. Through your generous donations, the Hug Fund has embraced our Haitian brothers and sisters in their darkest hours. In celebration of our 5-year anniversary, the Hug Fund aims to raise a record $1 million. We ask you to join us in this incredible goal to continue our tradition of heroes. Heroes who are willing to extend their embrace, to reach out further to those in need of hope. Your support makes a difference, no matter the size. Together, we can provide a coworker in need with the strength and hope to go on. And together, we celebrate 5 years of heroes.